So, you want to get healthy, but unfortunately for you, you don't have access to a scary ghost-like creature who tells you what's wrong with you and what to eat to fix it. It's a common problem. I hate it myself. I don't have one, but thankfully, somebody does have that ghost in their life, and that ghost will help us get better. They wrote a book about it, and I'm gonna review it. So a friend of mine on Facebook told me about a book, The Medical Medium. He told me to check it out, and he said it was weird, he said it was different. He was like, this is the key though. This book is the one. Just like that movie. Talladega Nights. That's not the movie. So this book is out there, but let me summarize it in a way only I know how. So the medical medium Anthony Johnson, when he was a child, a ghost talked to him and said, hey, I'm better than you. He thought that was an odd thing for a spirit to say. Not very humble, in my opinion, but okay, you're better than me. I get it. So a couple weeks later, Anthony, who was just a child, was having dinner with his family, and the ghost appeared again and told him to tell his grandmother that she had more cancer than allergic to. We allowed to say that? We're not. We'll cut that. So the grandmother, who was previously symptom-free, went to get tested. She was like, what the f***, Anthony? The f***'s your problem? Why are you telling me that? I made you cookies. You stupid child. You stupid. I ought to backhand you right in the Sabbath. Right in the Sabbath. This is a family-friendly show, so I censor the terrible words that come out of my dirty mouth. And it's fine. Just picture I'm saying like flower pots and smile, happy hippies. So grandma gets tested. She does have lung cancer, and she's like, holy shit, we got a prodigy child of the enlightened variety. This child sees into my dirty body, and he knows what's wrong with it. He knows. I'm embarrassed, yet hopeful. I have hope. So basically, since he was like 7 years old, this guy has a spirit that he sees who looks into every person's body he ever comes into contact with and tells him what's wrong with them. Hey, you see that guy? Yeah, what? Guy farts like you wouldn't believe. A lot. Why are you telling me that? I don't. How's that supposed to help anybody? It could help. You could help him. It could help. It doesn't. He'll be eating dinner with some friends. All of a sudden. You see that girl? She has an intestinal blockage. It's a bunch of beef liver. You should tell her. I'm not gonna tell her she's eating. I would tell her. You should tell her. You're not helping anything. Gotta pass that thing eventually. So I know some people are just gonna be like, that's some hippie shit. What, you believe this guy? If you're the guy who's just looking at this and thinking, what a scammer. Will you believe that? Oh my god, you're a loser. Oh my god. I feel bad for you. I feel bad for your closed heart. You can't even see it as a possibility. Some guy has a spirit talking to him and you dismiss it. You're just like, impossible. I'm so glad that I keep an open mind, because in my world, there's Bigfoot riding unicorns in the forest. They're just picking flowers all day long. Where do you think flowers come from? Well, let's just say it's too much for you. It's too mystical. You can't wrap your head around it. His information, regardless of how he gets it, is legitimate. It's good. It's like right in line with everything I've ever learned. I've healed myself using this information. It's a raw food diet, fruits and vegetables, always winning, always winning. If you want to spot a scammer, look for the guy who's saying raw fruits and vegetables are bad for you or should be limited. I mean, I'm not talking about 20 banana smoothies with a tablespoon of coconut sugar. you might want to limit yourself to one of those spread out over 15 days. I'm open to it. I'm open to this guy's spirit diagnosing everybody. I'm cool with it. That's fine. But his information actually lives up to the hype. It's like, all right, the spirit might know what he's talking about. It's not some paleo diet. He's telling you all these cooked foods are clogging. So basically this guy puts you on a 30-day protocol, nothing but raw foods, to cleanse out your disgusting body. I'm doing it right now. I'm on day 6. I feel great. My intestines just feel so much less inflamed. Things are moving through me now. No more sticky ass wiping nightmares in the toilet room. Have you ever heard anybody say toilet room? Who's ever said that? Where's your toilet room? You wouldn't get confused by it. You'd know which room that was. So I'm fine with the sentence. One thing he says that I've never heard before is when you have this mysterious illness, you don't know what's causing it, you're tired all the time, your digestion might be off, you get headaches, you're not sure what it is. Doctors, they're not giving you a name for it, they're just like, autoimmune disease? That's one thing, he's right on board with it. Your body doesn't attack itself. You may think you have an autoimmune disease, and I'm not saying you don't have that disease, but it's not happening in the ways you think it is. Your body would never attack itself. Goddins McThunderwood is not that stupid. He knows. Your body's attacking something, but it's not yourself. And this guy puts it in such a way where these mysterious illnesses are often the Epstein-Barr virus. Something I never heard of. Didn't even consider it. But a lot of his protocols, his foods and his supplements kill that virus. And that's something I've never focused on, virus killing. So we should kill some viruses, shall we? Don't hurt me. I'm just a virus. I do destroy lives, but I mean well. I mean, I do eat your tissues and poo on them, but I benefit from it. So after reading this guy's book, I'm not in disagreement with anything. It's like, it's the ultimate protocol, and I love, like, I've heard things in this book that I never heard before. I know raw foods are healing, but the way he does it with that celery juice to build the stomach acid back up, that's a miracle. You juice a head of celery in the morning, that's your first meal. And the thing is, you need minerals to rebuild your stomach acid, but you need stomach acid to digest the minerals. So it's like this circular logic of nightmares for most people. But when you have the celery juice, it's pre-digested. You don't need the stomach acid to break it down. It just absorbs into your body, and it gives you the building blocks to build your stomach acid. And then you can digest everything else. So you eat a bunch of leafy greens, and you can actually digest them and rebuild your stomach acid. And then you're digesting all your food, and it goes through your body, slapping high fives with all your bacteria. It's good to go. You know what's funny about celery? Now that I have to drink it every day, the price has just skyrocketed. Good one, universe. Good one. Thanks. Millionaire mindset. So I made a little chart. This took me hours. So I hope it's useful for somebody. I hope you love it as much as I love it. So he went through the book talking about different diseases like hypothyroid, depression, all these different diseases, and what are the best foods and supplements to eat for those diseases. And I noticed that some were repeating a lot, like blueberries were amazing for digestion, depression, thyroid, cancer, measles, multiple sclerosis. Like, some were better than others. So I made this chart of the most repeated for each illness, foods and supplements. So let's take a look at it now. So this is by no means a list of only eat these foods, and the one at the bottom of the list is garbage, don't ever eat it, it's useless. It's not like that. It's just, I thought I would put these in order. So blueberries healed like 10 different diseases. Wild blueberries, those are the top of the mountain food for this guy. And I myself, I feel better eating blueberries. I always add them to my smoothies. Always add berries to your smoothies because it helps prevent the blood sugar spike. It blunts it. Instead of that, it's little snake hills. They're friendly. So while in my opinion you should eat all these foods that you're called to, you enjoy them. You're like, oh my god, these are tasty. And at first you might not think you like cilantro. You might think that sucks. But you add it into a salad and you're just like, all of a sudden, I'm liking parsley and cilantro in my salad. It's delicious. I'm craving it now. I want the greens. After every fruit meal, it's like, I want that kale. I want that dark power. That dark power. And for his supplements, spirulina was coming up more than any other supplement. It's like it heals everything, 9 diseases. And I'm not sure. I'm on the fence with spirulina. I've heard some things where it like damages your neurons or it ruptures your DNA or something. Like it, I don't know. Lou Corona, he says don't eat spirulina. So I'm weary of it. I think chlorella doesn't have those problems, but it has like most of the benefits, if not more, than spirulina. So I lean towards chlorella instead. It's a heavy metal detoxifier, and it's like the highest chlorophyll food you can get. So it's amazing. And EPA DHA, he always recommends the vegan algae based. That is good because mercury is an asshole. Who wants fish? I mean, maybe back in the day, raw fish was healthy, but not now. Look at the oceans. There's metals in there. Heavy metals, not even light ones. The heavy ones. They weigh you down in life. You just wanted to be happy, and now you gotta carry around a weight. What kind of life is that? One of the things he said which clicked immediately, I was like, oh, look at you. Look at you and your spirit. You've done well. He says to balance each meal, potassium, sodium, and sugar need to be in balance. So you should formulate these meals with that in mind. So like potassium and sugar from mangoes, added with a little sodium from celery, and you got yourself a balancing meal to keep you groovy. What is that? What am I doing? I'm happy. Oh my god. So this is where you can get into trouble with some of the mono meals. If you eat too much of one fruit at a meal, you eat like 10 bananas, that's like a lot of sugar and potassium and hardly any sodium. You might be peeing too much after that meal. I pee like a rabbit in the street trying to sell laundry tokens. I don't know. Very good book. So I'm on the protocol and I feel awakened. I feel changed. I feel calmer. Everything is calmer and more clear. Those starches just fog up my mind. It's like a foghorn in there. It's like a gopher has a foghorn. He's blowing it. There's fog in there all day. So definitely check out the book. Consider joining me on a raw food cleanse. I'm doing 30 days, but I might just go forever. And if the winter comes and the food's not good enough, I will get myself somewhere to where it is good. So raw food diets are the healers of this planet, and anybody who says different is stupid. Well, there's a surprising lack of science to support anything you just said. Raw food diets don't heal anything. The human body heals itself. No one likes you, Keith. You're short. You're too short for this world. You should leave. I don't see what being short has to do with my manliness. But anybody that short, women prefer, should know intelligence. They didn't get enough nutrients. Brute strength in the womb, you thug. Yeah, I took the nutrients in the womb. Yeah, you jock. They're my nutrients, Keith. Hippie jock. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. Yeah, that's right. I don't believe you're very smart. Alright, I think we're done here for today. Let me know what your thoughts are. Is this guy insane for having a spirit? Do you believe it? Do you believe that he has access to a spirit that is diagnosing people and telling him how to heal them? Do you believe such a thing is possible on this flat earth? Let me know down below. And thank you for watching. Thumbs up if you liked the video. Thumbs down if the spirit diagnosed you with leprosy and you don't want to eat the tomatoes that cure leprosy, so you don't do that. Let us know down below. Okay, we're done here. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more videos. Consider getting yourself a vegetable police t-shirt. Vegetable police t-shirts have actually been proven to kill the Epstein-Barr virus. Just for those of you wondering, it's something in the cotton. We did a study last week where I believe 9 out of 10 participants were cured of their Epstein-Barr virus after buying a vegetable police t-shirt and wearing it for just one day. The one guy actually bought a Kent shirt and he didn't even have the virus, but he got it after. So be wary of the Kent shirts. I do believe there is lard in the fibers. So there's that to consider. Thank you so much for everybody who's supporting me in these tough times of ad revenue roller coasters. It'll all work out. Millionaire mindset. Okay, we're done here.